Welcome to Wrekt With Adam, the most chaotic podcast with the most chaotic host. I'm Adam, and today we're here with some fucking rando off the street. I even made him drive through a river to get here. Welcome our guest, Prairie.
Swampy forest would be. That works.
Do you already know what the fuck it is?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you know what the fuck it is, and other times you're kind of at a
no
loss.
idea. And yeah.
Right.
Totally.
I get that. Who the fuck are you?
I mean, I'm just like a person. Honestly, just like a person.
People don't even know who the fuck they are.
No, I have no idea. I thought I knew like a long time ago, but like every couple hours, I'm like,
right.
Who's she?
Right. People say like, I know it like the back of my hand, but like, have you ever looked at the back of your, like, you don't know the back of your hand that well.
You don't?
I mean, do you have a photograph? Put your hands behind your back right now and tell me you have a photographic image of your hands, and put your hands in front of you and tell me it matches up 1-to-1.
But yeah. You can't see your own hands when you close your eyes?
Not perfectly like that.
I mean, I can.
I don't know.
Looks about the same.
But if you had a cut or something in the back, see,
I did. I literally thought of this one cut on my finger. I was like, I know that there's a cut on my first finger.
Not me.
I know I have a birthmark on my... What if you got lost? Don't you, like, when you want people to be able to identify you?
By your hands, you're gonna tell us
any body part.
How are you gonna communicate your?
They're wearing this color.
Mental image of your hand to them.
That's just more detail that they could have. It could happen to be like they also have a birthmark on their left.
So now you're
arm.
keeping track of other people's back of hands as well.
Myself.
So how are you gonna tell people if they're trying to find you?
I have this all written down. In your emergency contact in your phone. Okay. Do you not have all that information?
I do not.
Okay, well, hope nothing happens
to you. Do you normally invite guys to hang out on your couch the first time you talk to them?
I have before, yeah. Actually.
Yeah, not your first time.
No.
Okay. Would you be alarmed if Steve Buscemi walked in here right now?
I have no idea who that is.
Hello, fellow kids. Crazy eyes. Not one, but two crazy eyes. Drove a Ferrari into a tree, Mr. Deeds.
Your eyes aren't that crazy.
No, you're right, but Steve Buscemi's were in that movie.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, what celebrity walking in would alarm you?
No, maybe like Megan Thee Stallion or like...
Megan Thee Stallion walked in right now, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'd be like, what? Where am I?
Right. That would be a little bit odd.
That's just the first person that came to my head.
I've asked before, but you seem like you'd be an appropriate person to ask. At what age does a woman become a MILF instead of just a bitch with a baby? How old are you?
I mean, I became a MILF at 26.
26? Wait,
I'm 29. Okay, I've been a MILF since that baby came out.
It's older than 29, clearly.
Okay, well, but you just asked how old I was after you asked me that, after referencing what a MILF was. So then you were like, how old are you? So you were saying I was already a MILF, so.
I discovered I was putting out the bong signal the other day, the bat sign, this my center light in my kitchen. You can't see it on the camera, but I have a big, multiple lights in my kitchen, and the center one is, I realized it was casting on a giant shadow of bong. And
love that. Yeah. You didn't want it there?
Not particularly. We're not really supposed to combust things in here, but I still do it, so.
I think everybody does that.
Right. I just didn't want to put a giant, put the bong sign out.
Yeah. You didn't need the neighbors.
Right. What's some bullshit you had to deal with lately?
God damn. I mean, first I just had to drive across the road to be here, so.
Right. Driving across the river is difficult, people.
It's really bad when I leave a 4-mile radius of my house, typically. City crawl. The worst bullshit ever, though, working.
That's the bullshit you've had to deal with.
Yeah.
Going to work. Are you working like 60-hour weeks? Or?
No, just like working at the place that I work.
It's a bullshit place to work. Oh, okay. What do you do?
I work with seniors.
Yeah. Bullshit.
No, it's really fun, but like, it is, pretty bullshit.
It's really fun.
It's both.
What's bullshit about it?
The, people managing, being like, we have to make sure everybody does the things.
Right.
Like, these people are just trying to live in their senior living home. They can't live on their own. So they just got to live in this place. And that's really sad.
Nobody likes management anyways. When was the last time you had to figure it out and you actually did figure it out?
driving across the river.
Right.
Literally right now.
That's actually true.
I actually had to figure that out.
She did have to figure that out. What's a pet peeve of yours?
Probably when people bite their nails.
When people bite, that bothers you.
Yeah. It's really like unhygienic.
Really? You know, the thing I've noticed about biting your nails is that it not tasting people's fingernails. It smells like spit. Their fingernails smell like, their hands smell like spit.
Saliva, yeah.
Yeah,
all
when
the
it
time.
dries.
So gross.
It smells like dried, because like dried saliva, when it's like layered on there.
Different. That hand movement was a lot.
Smell. You think it's appropriate to come in here and insult me on my own podcast?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't trying to.
Right.
You were just, I couldn't not say something about that. Was that insulting? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want an apology?
You think you could take me in rock, paper, scissors?
Oh my god. Probably. Ready? Wait, is it shoot or 3 shoot?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Told ya.
Do you think a Sasquatch or a gorilla would win in a foot race?
Oh, a Sasquatch. Easily.
Really? You think so?
Size comparison alone. The Sasquatch is going to get there further based off
You'd
its
think,
body
but
size.
actually gorillas don't really use their legs they use their arms, and they kind of like
Yeah.
that made so much sense what I just did.
I mean, I guess because they have like 4.
They're like throwing themselves off their arms though, and then
But I do
they're
still.
quite fast.
I'm still a Sasquatch. Have you seen a Sasquatch before?
I haven't actually. Most people haven't, unless they get really stoned in the woods. What animals do you think you could outrun that aren't a sloth or smaller than your foot?
Oh, none. I don't run. I could not outrun a single animal. I'm sure it would outrun me at some point. Maybe I could outrun like non-elephant. Maybe like.
Definitely not a fucking elephant. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane.
Not a sloth, but maybe like a koala. I could probably outrun a koala bear.
Outrun a koala bear.
I feel like that would be
bet.
like up to my speed.
Yeah.
But
I'm probably kind of.
they're like a little limpy like me, so.
Right. You have a favorite kind of jazz cabbage?
I don't like any cabbage, but jazz cabbage. Is that when you like put the? What is that?
Marinara. Favorite strand of our cannabis?
Oh, our
Reefer.
sister in Christ. Usually like a AK.
You're not allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
Like AK-47 or like I just got some of that. Maybe like Gorilla Glue. Always a
Gorilla
fave.
Glue.
Jack Rare.
You're the second person on here to say Gorilla Glue.
Only if it's grown right. I've had some like homegrown, like from California, and it was like great stuff.
Right. At what level of intoxication does the fun start for you?
I don't have to be intoxicated to have fun. I think like the more intoxicated I get, the less fun I'm having.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty few shade. That's because you know what it is other people, I'm stealing this from somewhere, but I don't remember where it's from, but other people do drugs because they hate life, and I do drugs because I love life.
Relatable.
Who's making the grooviest beats right now?
Dolce.
Okay.
You forgot to take the chicken out.
Okay.
Come on, you can't lie. Like, it's not one of her
I mean,
songs
you
that
know,
was a bop.
bandwagon and a little bit, but it's.
I've been listening to her since way before. Like
Okay.
she went on her boom.
Okay.
Since before this most
Okay.
song. So.
What's your favorite movie?
Probably like A Walk to Remember. It's really sweet, innocent.
What's that?
Probably wouldn't know it. It's like a really
Clearly,
old.
I just asked you what it was.
It's like an old book about that they made into a movie. Obviously, it's got that one really pretty girl. It's like this girl, her dad dies, and then this guy, they fall in love. Very classic.
Very good at explaining stuff, you know.
I struggle with that.
Quite descriptive. Really paint me a picture in your narrations.
For that, no, I wouldn't be able to describe my movie.
What's your opinion on gambling?
If you've got the money, fuck. Why not?
I love gambling. It's fucking awesome. What would be the quickest way a restaurant could make you leave?
Spitting in my food. Like visibly.
Like in front of you, they just walk up and
visibly. Visibly.
Give your food a little hawk-twa.
Yeah, I don't.
Your food a little. Give your food a little. If I were to run up in Sephora, what do you think I should steal? Snatch.
Oh, the colognes and perfumes. That's probably like the highest ticketed item in there.
They have those in Sephora? Okay. I guess that's just not where I would go for it, you know. Really surprising coming from me, I'm sure.
I feel like you had like a Target type of...
Oh, if I'm getting...
They have great cologne at Target.
Really?
Have you been to Target? They have like the whole cases of all the different... This one.
I'm a basic ass motherfucker. I just walk into Macy's. It's the first... Okay. It's on the outside of every mall. They got...
Macy's exists?
Yeah.
Where's the Macy's?
Here.
Where here?
The only mall we have here.
Oh.
When setting up your licks, do you usually think of how to escape or disguise your identity / cover your trail?
And setting up what?
Setting up your licks.
What does that mean? I'm not familiar with the slang. We went over this. I'm like 29. One of my friends is 24 and she's always like, okay, boomer. And I'm like, girl!
Well, if you hit licks, then you would know what it was regardless of your age. I know people that are like in their 40s that know what hitting licks is. It's a robbery.
Oh. I know nothing about this.
It's a robbery.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself. It's painful, sweetheart. I tried to look through your Instagram so I'd have a good question to ask you, but other than the crotch goblin, I couldn't find anything interesting. When was the last time you did anything fun with yourself?
I went to the Holocene like a couple weeks ago.
To what?
Friends. Holocene to go dancing.
Okay. So like
on the east side. Yeah.
Okay.
Might not know if you live over here, but
no.
Yeah, I do fun stuff all the time. I just don't post about it on the internet.
Right.
All people want to see is the crotch goblin. So, which like, love her, but the other stuff is like on my private. And I was gonna add you to that till like.
They're both private.
There's another one.
It's more private.
Yeah.
It's more private.
It is. Gotta keep things on the safe side, you know?
Right. There's like one like my coworkers can follow. My coworkers can't follow mine.
No. There's like a layer. Coworkers, family. Like there's a tiered system.
My goodness gracious. Have you ever left the U.S.?
No, I went to Mexico. I've always been like that doesn't really count.
Mexico is not the United States.
It's just so close. So I haven't been anywhere like out.
What did you go to like Tijuana?
Literally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
To like build orphanages.
All right, I got you. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. Who were you building orphanages with?
The church I used to go to.
The church.
I grew up going to.
I love the church. People know that from all of my videos and my posts I make.
We're here. It's Easter.
It's 420. It's the spirit of cannabis's birthday.
He's risen.
Heck yeah. I mean, most people don't smoke male cannabis plants.
I brought you something.
You brought me
in the spirit of Easter.
In the spirit of Easter?
Yeah.
Is there if she's going to pull out a fucking rabbit's foot.
I would. Wait.
I'm going to have to tell her I'm vegan.
Are you really?
I am vegan.
Okay. It's fine. It's okay to be.
She doesn't question the way I say vegan, though.
You can say it however you want.
A golden egg.
That's not gold. Are you colorblind too?
I'm very colorblind.
Well, green. Because it's
oh my gosh. There's hair. It's a troll. Okay, there's not real hair. There's not real hair on this. No. I thought there was a bunch of I didn't know whose hair it was.
No.
Okay, but I can't have any of those.
Because you're vegan. Because I'm vegan. And now I'm like, if I would have known that. I stalked your Instagram and there wasn't anything about you being vegan, so.
Right. I don't have to tell the world about my veganism. With trolls with marinara in their hair. Is this troll he can live by my gnome, I guess. And this big bud of marinara.
Actually,
this looks like
keep that one. I don't really like either of those.
Some GMO. It stands for grown mostly outdoor.
Grown mostly. Yeah. I mean, if it's in Oregon, probably none of it was outdoor, but.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Isn't like everything grown in a lab here?
Grown in a lab here, bro? No. Oh boy.
Is it not?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No. No. Oh boy, the cannabis, which brings me to my next point. Cannabis scene is a fucking joke. No, it's pushing out pounds, and that, which brings me to the next. There's actually another thing. I didn't even have this down, but I'm glad you brought this up.
Great.
Is the whole fucking now they're shipping THCA hemp across the nation, which I don't know if you know how cannabis works, but it comes off of the plant as THCA, and then over time converts to THC. So all of OG Kush is THCA hemp. So they're just shipping fucking weed now and saying this is THCA hemp as long as it's not fucking old enough to have switched, you know what I'm saying?
But then once it's there long enough,
yeah, so
it
like
switches?
even if
Once it's there long enough, then it switches?
it would have to be, I don't know how long, it's like months long. If it's like, yeah. And so, like if you look at like a cannabis, cannabinoid analysis or whatever, the full report, like if you look at the dispensary, it says 24%, 30%, whatever the fuck. That's total THC, which is THC plus, or THCA plus THC9.
Okay.
I think it's probably all the THC, but it's at least THCA plus THC9, just legally. They have to. So all of the THCs you ever see are THCA. There's like a very like little portion of, if you looked at the full analysis, the full report, it would be like 0.0 something. Or yeah. Crazy. So that's how people are shipping. So I just saw a thing on Instagram the other day of they're literally shipping $89 ounces nationwide, and it's just THCA hemp. It's all THCA hemp.
Wow.
Gorilla Glue is THCA hemp.
They just have to put the right numbers and stuff on it.
I mean, maybe that specific one is wrong, but yeah, like OG Kush is literally THCA hemp when it's fresh, when it's just dried.
The more the merrier. So we need to stop making it so hard to grow at other places anyways.
Well, you still have a license to grow it, but it just makes it easier for these, so there's like all kinds of licenses in California and Oregon, but like California is probably the biggest one people talk about just because of sheer land mass and the proportion of the issue that it creates, where it's like they're able to produce like, I couldn't even give you the multiple. It's over tens of times. Like it might be 100 times. I don't want to throw a number on it, but it's for sure like over tens of times that they could produce all the cannabis for California, and they're not allowed to ship it out of state federally. Right. But yet there's all these giant farms producing. So where's that weed going?
I wonder.
And so this is just like a good way for them, I'm sure, to backdoor. So they're probably selling it to somebody else who then distributes it as THCA
across.
Hemp. And it's literally just Anyhow, what are your favorite hobbies? And you do have to tell me about the one you don't like telling people about.
That I don't. Which one do you want first?
I don't know.
Okay, well, the ones that I do like telling people about is like hula hooping, and being outside, and doing crafts.
Right.
Things that I don't necessarily talk about. Scrolling on TikTok like all the time. I don't know why I was sorry.
A little bit of iPhone crack, you know.
It's really addicting, and I really do like. I'll spend like a full day sometimes.
Really.
And I will be like.
I feel like I get lost in it for an hour sometimes, and I feel pretty lost over that.
No, it'll be like 6 hours.
I don't know. I feel like an hour's pretty long even now that I say that out loud. That's a shade. I don't know. What are your best tips if I want to increase my anxiety?
If you want to increase
I want to increase my anxiety.
If
I really just want to up the ante of life, you know. I feel like I'm just not on edge enough. I feel like I'm not to get going, you know what I mean?
Like lots of caffeine.
Okay.
You could definitely like have a child that like increases a lot of anxiety all over the place.
I feel like that would just make me financially stressed and angry.
Does that not also cause anxiety?
No, not for me. Not for me.
So then no. Maybe get a
Caffeine's
dog.
Get
a dog that has absolutely like no bladder control. That would cause you a lot of anxiety. No?
I don't know.
You're asking me
I feel like the coffee
a question.
Pretty good.
The coffee.
Get overstimulated. It's a pretty good answer.
I mean, you could also like take caffeine pills.
Right, yeah,
those are
caffeine.
They sell them at the dollar store.
Right, no, I know.
You could get them and like take like 7.
Right. Were you ever just slam a bang energy?
No. I mean, I have before, but like I was like 12, I think. I thought it was like fun.
I don't even think they made those when you were 12.
Yeah.
17 years ago?
Okay, that was really fast math. But they did make them 17 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. They were probably called like 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy is something completely different. No, Bang is different.
Is that like an actual soda bottle?
It's a can, but it's supposed to be like a pre-workout thing, or it was originally like a pre-workout thing, or I don't even know.
There's no way I even knew what pre-workout was when I was 12, so yeah. No way.
Do you talk to everyone this way?
Yeah.
Why don't you ever face the other direction? I mean, because like if they were over there, right, if they were on that side, then you would want to talk to them that direction.
It's just not as fun this way.
What makes you lose your shit?
Too much Taco Bell?
Too much Taco Bell makes you lose your shit. That was literal. You ever get the urge to just run into a flock of birds and watch them fly away?
Yeah, I do it anyways. Not the urge. I mean, I get the urge and then do it.
Right. It's fun.
It's great.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, all
Free
like those geese downtown just run. They're like,
Tell them to flock off.
Crazy, yeah.
Flap around and find out.
Crows are great, but like they'll have revenge, so you gotta be careful.
Making me skip questions here. What's your opinion on drive-through insurance? Drive-through car insurance.
I was really hoping you'd ask me this because I actually heard it when you asked somebody else. I think it's a brilliant idea.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
I think this is like the next thing. Drive-through car. Like, why not? Also, I was thinking I could, like a little tweak. Could I?
Go for it. You can tweak whatever. You can start tweaking like you're on meth over here.
No. You just have the car insurance for like when you need it. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna drive today. Let me go through the drive-through, get my insurance for the day, and then
insurance, but it's like fruit by the foot, but it's insurance for the day.
like you're renting a car, but like you're just getting the insurance for like a portion of using it. Why do you pay?
When you rent a car,
insurance,
you do just pay for the
exactly. So then why am I paying all the time for car insurance when I don't actually like...
You know they do like pay per mile insurance.
Yeah, not for people who only drive like 4 miles a day. They tried to give me that, and then the guy asked like, how much do you drive? And I was like 4 miles a day, and he was like, you don't qualify, that's like too little.
Right. I've been told the same thing, but I never let it discourage me.
It also seemed like work. They're like, you need an app on your phone, put this thing on your car. It's a lot of work.
You put a thing in your car? What do you mean? It tracks on your phone.
Exactly.
I've had it before.
What if I don't want to bring my phone with me?
Well, then you lie to the company. You bring a burner with you. That's what you do.
Smart. Or just attach your number to the burner and then leave the burner at home all the time so it looks like you're not driving.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll do it.
They're calling the fucking con artists over here, people. Get one over on the fucking insurance companies. Fuck those guys.
It's true. But the drive-through car insurance, that's...
Right.
You're onto something.
Thank you.
You got something there.
Thank you. I've only been plotting it since I was like 12, so...
Really?
I don't know how. It's been a running joke I've been holding on to for a while.
I mean, also, it would be useful for a lot of people, I think. And, like, drive-through banks are also not out. People just didn't utilize them enough, so...
Right.
You need a drive-through car insurance, a bank. It could be all in one. You could have one window be the car insurance.
I think we should do it, and we should do it like an oil stop kind of deal, where they're like, "Do you want a refreshment today, ma'am?"
Yeah. Give me a little cup of coffee while I'm there. Don't make me get out of the car though.
Right.
Do the whole thing from inside the car.
Exactly.
One-stop shop.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you think you need insurance to drive a Krabby Patty, since you don't need a license to drive a Krabby Patty? Do you think you still need insurance though?
No.
You probably wouldn't need insurance. Don't need a license. Why would you need insurance?
Where's the Krabby Patty insurance?
I don't know. I don't
What would it need to be insured about a Krabby Patty? I feel like I wouldn't like
the buns. Gotta protect your buns.
True.
Do you prefer otters or seal?
Probably otters, because they like hold hands when they fall asleep.
Really?
Drift off. Yeah. Did you know that? It's so cute. They hold hands when they go to sleep.
I try not to watch the animals too closely.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. They're not mine to observe, really. You know, it's kind of...
You've never seen them out in the wild?
Kind of objectifying them a little bit, don't you think? You just kind of go out there and...
The ones in the wild? You just never like been out in the ocean and there was like little sea otters? You just looked at them?
That's funny, because my next question is, what do you think is in the ocean?
Oh, some crazy shit.
Did you hear about, they just found fucking giant worms on the fucking...
Mm-hmm, that one with the weird head that was like, meh, meh.
3 feet long or some shit? That's crazy.
We don't know. We don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean, and that is so cool.
You know, because if there's giant worms down there, then, like, you know...
What else?
Right.
That other, like, black one that came up to the surface.
I don't know about that.
The one, like, with Finding Nemo. He had that little thingy. And they're like, oh,
the
they never,
fish,
they never come to the service. And then this one did, but then it died.
Well, yeah, because it's not where it should live. If you had a magic carpet, where would you fly to, other than DMT space?
Other than where?
To DMT space.
Oh.
You know about DMT, right?
Yes.
People think I just did the crack motion unless they're in the know.
I would probably fly to, like, the middle of, like, the clouds over the ocean.
Just hang out in the clouds?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Just fly through the clouds.
Sit up on a cloud and roll a joint and...
hang out. Look down.
On top of a mountain, puffing on clouds. I'm gonna live my life, there's no beginning.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about beanbag chairs? Better than these chairs, right?
Well, not really. I don't
Really?
like this. I think a beanbag chair would feel like really low to the ground. How big of a beanbag chair are you talking
I
about?
mean, a large beanbag, but they would be lower to the...
Filled with what type of material?
With beans.
I mean, like the hard ones, the soft ones, the little like plasticky kind. There's so many different kinds of filling.
You're giving me a difficult time.
I'm sorry. There's
The soft...
yeah.
Fill it with the soft balls.
You want to say that again?
Could you fill it with the soft balls? Use your soft balls to fill it.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'd want to sit on that.
Really?
Yeah. This chair is nice. There's no like armrest on a beanbag. It might be like
I kind of fuck with beanbag chairs.
claustrophobic. I don't know. Maybe like a table.
The table were lower. What if we could have like shaved, sawed the legs off?
Just
made the table beanbag height.
That could work. But yeah, if you had beanbags here, like you'd have to change up the table.
But how do you feel about beanbag chairs in general?
I don't like them.
Really?
It's not my thing.
Fucking hater.
It's not my thing. I didn't say.
Do you give Dutch Bro the yes or the no?
The biggest no ever. They're so loud. When you drive through those, come on! I'm like,
Jesus Christ, where are you going? You
woke up. The one I actually used to go to one right over here because I used to work on like down the street. They're too loud. Dutch Bros is known.
Is known for being loud.
Ask anybody that you know. Be like, would you go to Dutch Bros at 7 a.m? Do you feel
I have multiple coworkers that do.
Ask them when you go there at 7 a.m. Do you feel like they're yelling at you?
I go with them, and I feel like they're not.
Oh my! Which one do you go to?
The one down. I don't even know what that street's called, but by the mall and Target and.
It's not the one I've been to.
You know they're all over the place. It's a chain.
Everywhere. Too many.
It's a franchise. They started in Eugene. Or was it Grants Pass? I said that wrong. It's Grants Pass. The Dutch Brother fans just got mad at me.
What?
They also got mad that I'm not putting an S on the end of that, but it's
Dutch Bro.
Yeah. How do you feel about aliens?
I would love to be one. To leave with them. To just be a part of whatever they got going on out there. Is that not the answer you're looking for?
No, that's a great answer. I just, I have jokes that, they would sound bad given our current political climate. What's your favorite instrument?
To listen to or to play?
Well, I don't assume you know how to play all the instruments, so listen
Every single one of them. To listen to?
Yeah.
The triangle.
Triangle.
Yeah. Super light.
Where do you draw the line on stupidity?
I mean, I don't really think there's like a line to draw. Like stupidity is like at any range. So
it's like autism. It's a spectrum.
It's a very long spectrum. Very open-ended.
Of course. I just choose to not be on the idiot spectrum. It's a personal choice. How many times a week do you just go, oh, for fuck's sake?
Do I just go like, oh, for
fuck's sake? You just say like to yourself, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
At least every day.
Goodness motherfucking gracious. Who's your favorite asshole?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen? Is he an asshole or an ass hat, though?
Both. Oh. He's just like the biggest ass ever, and he's probably like my favorite to exist. I think he could make fun of me, and I'd still be like, oh, thanks. Would you not think Rogen and Seth? Would you not?
I think that dude's a can of clown. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah. King can of clown.
This fucking houseplant indica and sativa called Chemdog sativa.
He could have done better.
He could have done better. He released a soundtrack with it so you can grow your plant to it so that way it'll make it an indica or a sativa.
It's marketing, It's to make money. And that's also why he's an ass. If not be an ass, why not use a marijuana?
Under what circumstances is it acceptable to throw the first punch on a leprechaun?
Probably any.
You just go around punching leprechauns.
I mean, yeah, if they're not real, you see one be like, pow pow.
They are real. It's kind of disrespectful for you to talk about them like that.
Leprechauns?
Yeah.
They're real?
For sure.
Okay. So
For sure.
the Easter Bunny then.
For sure fake.
I feel like we're on like a different level.
You never talk to the gnomes though? She doesn't know about the gnomes.
It looks like a gnome right there. Does he talk?
That's a gnome.
What's his name?
I don't know. No.
He doesn't have a name.
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. That might just be an object, though. I'm talking about the real gnomes, the ones that are in the soil.
Yeah, I talk to those ones too.
Yeah.
All the time.
Right. If you get an altercation with a raccoon, what is your preferred method to clean your wounds?
Oh, probably you need alcohol. Really clean out whatever the raccoon did to you.
Yeah. Personally, I'm going alcohol myself. 70% too. People try and go with higher. They think it's better. It's not.
Just whatever alcohol you could find at that point, I think would be the best. But yeah, nothing lower.
Well, I definitely got.
Yeah.
I got selection, so.
Yeah. But nothing lower than like 50.
Different percentages for different purposes, people.
And 100% were probably like hurt, but also could take care of it.
I don't know where to get 100%. You need 99 ISO.
True. I don't know where you buy 100%. Maybe like a contracting company or something.
Well, I'm not making any kind of chemical processes with my rubbing alcohol, so.
Just doing, cleanup.
Right.
I get
99 is close enough for me.
This one time I accidentally used nail polish remover.
For what? Oh, cleaning your wounds?
Mm-hmm.
It's acetone. I did it. It still wouldn't infect, probably.
It was just really like
painful.
a smelly, and then I don't really think I washed it all the way after maybe, and it just like tasted really bad.
Your wound tasted bad?
Not my wound. No, we switched to a different topic really quick about cleaning glass.
Oh, you cleaned your piece with acetone.
Yes, and you said boon, and so I thought it meant bong. And I was like, that's a new one. But no, I've never put nail polish on a wound before.
Huh. You ever think about training crows?
Yeah. I would love to have a pet crow.
Kind of, because you can train crows to
You
get you
just
things.
bring them like some bread. And then
they can go steal people's money for you.
Yeah. And they have really good memories. They'll like follow you home. Remember where you live.
Okay, man. How do you generally go about walking on thin ice?
Like tiptoe,
You tiptoe on it.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then like when it's at the thinnest point, smash.
I just smash
Crack it all open.
If I'm thin ice, as soon as I'm on it, just fucking go for the hammer.
You don't like wait around and see like
Fuck
when's the
no.
perfect time.
Fuck no.
I don't know. I'm kind of like
I'm not waiting around for the fucking seasons to change.
But like, what
This
if
is my world. They're just living in it.
Fair.
Is your sleep schedule also fucked?
Yeah, all the time. Also, as in yours is, or
care to elaborate on that, or?
I just don't sleep often. I mean, I do, but like I went to bed, I think like 9:00 last night, and then woke up at midnight. I was awake for like 2 hours. I went back to sleep. It didn't really feel like sleep, and then I woke up at fucking 7 a.m.
Wow.
Ding! Like ready to wake up, and I was like, bitch, I want to sleep more.
Wow. Sounds like a lot of sleep to me. That doesn't really sound that fucked. Okay.
But like, why did I wake up in the middle of the night and be awake for 2 hours? That's not normal. Is it? Does that happen to you?
That's crazy. Okay. What keeps you up at night?
My upstairs neighbors, that's one.
Really?
For sure.
What do
They're
they do?
so loud.
Are they
I
twacking?
swear to God. I mean, maybe. But I swear they have like a treadmill up there or something. Because I hear just like ding, 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 ding. And I hear this like ongoing sound.
Your washer fucked, maybe?
No, we don't have washers in our units. So. And it's like really like loud and it goes across the house. I think they also have like older children.
Maybe they're just running back and forth.
Maybe
they don't have a treadmill, they're just running back.
Maybe they're just running or like jumping across like lily pads or something. I don't know.
Are you gonna get lily pads installed in your... Do you think about that? Getting kind of like a... What's the word? Riparian zone going in your house?
No, I just feel like maybe they have like a thing to jump across.
Oh, you don't want to like turn your house into like a swamp though, because that's like, I mean, it is your name, is swamp. So
yeah, it's true. No, I don't want a swamp in my house though. Not that kind. Like a meadowy forest. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Why do you think people are so fucked off?
Have you seen the world and the
They
state?
are, but I said why?
Why?
Yeah, why do you think people are so fucked off?
Because of the state of the world. Like nobody fucking cares anymore. It's just like, well, this is all going on, so. Is it not?
I mean, everything in this room is. I don't even have any fans on right now. Actually, that's a lie. The computer's probably got a fan going on. I would imagine. I don't know. What is happening? What is reality?
Absolutely no idea.
What is the real meaning of the happenings of things?
There really probably isn't one at this point.
That there's no meaning. So you're a nihilist then?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
So you do believe there is a meaning then?
Yeah.
So what's the meaning?
Don't know. I think it changes for every person, and it also changes with each like change in this world that we go through. And right now, a lot of the meaning can't happen.
Can't happen.
Yeah.
A lot of the meaning can't happen. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I just said I don't even know what's going on, so you asked me to explain that. I did. What kind of questions are these?
If you were going to run from the law, what country would you retire in?
Probably like somewhere tropical.
Somewhere tropical.
Yeah.
That's a country. You good with geography?
No, not anymore.
I can tell.
Removed that from my brain.
Removed that from. That's why you can't.
Had to make room for other stuff.
Can you name 5 countries for me?
Goddamn no.
You couldn't name 5 countries, bro.
I'd have to sit here and think about it for like at least a second.
You couldn't name 5.
No.
Okay.
Really...
Can you read cursive?
Oh, no way. No fucking way. The other day, actually, someone at work wrote in cursive, and I was like, can you write that in English? I learned cursive when I was like 6 or 7, and I was, I could read it, I could write it, and then it just like left my brain once I stopped using it.
Did you say that you forget more things than you remember?
Absolutely.
Huh.
I just like remove it from my brain. If it's not something I'm using on the constant daily.
A usefulness thing, you just kind of trash stuff, or?
Yeah, I think my brain is like only capable of so much.
It's only capable. What do you like? Your hard drive is full,
yeah,
kind of deal, or you
exactly.
just don't give a fuck?
Both.
Okay.
But the hard drive is full. There's certain ways.
I feel like I don't give a fuck about things, and then I just don't save them more than like.
Yeah.
It's not that I can't store more things. I just don't give a fuck.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't care to think about things like that, like how to drill.
Right?
No, I know how to do that. Cursive. I don't care to know how to do that anymore.
Okay.
Or like use a drill. That I don't need to know how to do that. My lesbian friends know how to do that. So
right.
Just call them up. There's just the hard drive is full. That's exactly how you would describe it. So then there's certain things that's like, at one point cursive was in that hard drive, and then it took it out and replaced it with honestly just better normal handwriting.
Better normal
handwriting.
You can't do both though? How do you feel about people that speak like multiple languages?
I can speak 2 languages.
You just said you can't read cursive.
Yeah.
You can't even fluently speak both.
I can't even fluently speak English, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I can speak 2 languages. English is one of them.
Okay.
Guess the other.
Is it Spanish?
No.
No?
It was in high school, yeah, but not anymore.
Chinese
also,
or Japanese?
Removed from the hard drive. No.
No?
A new hard drive has been now
okay.
implanted.
That was my guesses.
Oh my god. Those are very normal guesses, I guess.
Why
because
I guessed them.
Like the classic ones.
Right.
But
we started the interview with Dochi being the best previous speech right now, so.
Okay, well, I can sign, so can talk to deaf people.
Oh, ASL. Yeah. Okay. You told me to go fuck myself or something?
Same across all languages for that. So.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like bullshit. But yeah, fuck yourself is. I mean, you just be like.
You're not
No. 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 There's even less words when it comes to ASL. Like
really?
Less.
That makes sense because you wouldn't looks like you're throwing gang signs up at some point,
Yeah. It's just like a few things, a few little signs here and there. Some of them do look like gang signs. But
especially, can you count? And what if you just count? Does it just look like you're...
With one hand?
Can you count for us?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, this is
11, 12, no.
Oh, that's something
12,
else.
13, 14, 15, and then there's probably more. Those I just have 1 through 15 memorized because
Right.
if I need higher, I just be like 21.
Right.
There's like a 21, but I just locked in the smaller version of the hard drive.
Right. If you had one mean thing to say about me right now, what would it be?
Why? Would I say something mean?
I don't know. If you had to say one mean thing about me right now, what would it be?
I don't have mean things to say.
Don't
You
have-
also like already scolded me for like insulting you on your podcast. So like I
just
feel like
asked
my
you if you
mean
thought-
thing.
I just asked you if you thought it was appropriate, but
Well, that like showed me that like saying offensive things wasn't. So try to ease up.
I tried to ease up. That's what this
Did I do
podcast
okay?
is about, is easing up.
I mean, look at ya. Gotta ease up on that little baby face. So sweet.
How do you feel about ostriches? You ever consider like riding an ostrich?
No, God no. I feel like it would buck you off. It's like
Would buck you off.
yeah.
I think it has leverage to do that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an ostrich up close?
I have.
Think
I've
that
seen
it
a lot
will.
more emus. There's a lot of emu farms in Oregon. It's a weird phenomena.
True.
A
They're way
lot
more
amount
popular.
of emu farms.
I think it's because they're legal to own. An ostrich is like harder with a licensing.
Emus are not legal to own in other places.
They are legal to own. Emus are like.
Are there like an odd amount of emu farms everywhere?
No, but I know that like people in Oregon and even in California own emus.
It's really odd. It's
easier.
It's peculiar.
How are they different from ostriches?
A little bit smaller.
That's the only difference.
I think they're from different places too. Right? They're not. Emus aren't in Australia.
You're the one
right?
who's asking me about ostriches, so I just
Well, you're
hope
the one
that
that
you
brought up
would know.
emus. I actually don't remember which one of us brought up emus, but
I don't know there, but the ostrich. So I was just like, maybe you knew something about ostriches.
huh? Do you prefer like Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
As of recent, that one that I don't know her name.
That one.
She's the deaf one.
Can you sign her name?
No,
Oh,
they didn't have a sign name for her. Actually,
I have not a fucking clue.
I'd have to look up what the show was called, but it was a new one that just came out called Echo.
Oh, okay. I've paid zero attention. I didn't put it in my budget to pay attention. Do you know what I mean?
Do I know what you mean by
Do you know what I
hey?
mean?
Okay.
It's not Tuesday, it's Sunday. It's actually, it's ironic because it's Sunday, but it's the least sunny day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I mean, depending on how you count the calendar, because it's also the first day of the week.
True.
I always think like Monday is the first day of the week, though.
Same.
But,
So this is the last day of the week.
right.
But if the week ahead is what you're looking at, then maybe
You always gotta look ahead in life. Can't be looking back.
true. Glass half full.
My glass is like 3/4 full, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slay.
It's actually not a half full, half empty issue. It's just, it's 3/4 full.
Waiting for the top off.
Right. Don't be negative,
At all. None of it.
I love the top off. Do you feel like this has been a productive therapy session?
Which one of us was the therapist?
Definitely me.
Oh. No.
I didn't say it was good.
Productive? Yeah. I feel
Productive is
better.
productive?
Sure.
You do feel better?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Did I pass?
That's cool
The
that you feel
therapy
better
test?
because I thought you were
The only
meadow.
goal is to win.
I thought you were meadow, but it's
I
nice that
am.
you feel better. Heck yeah. Thanks for tuning into the podcast.
Only a half an ounce.
I said only when I did that much.
Anything under that, you've been fine.
I didn't black out. I didn't black
But you still.
There's a little bit of a barrier when like blacking out. That's a line you cross.
Yeah.
When you're like, I don't remember 8 hours of what happened, then you were really fucked up for
Never been
24 hours.
No, the last time I did mushrooms, I saw this like line coming at me, and I was like, I can either choose to throw up and not go through whatever's about to happen to me, or embrace this. And I was like, no, and I threw up because I was like, I don't want this. It was probably going to be a really intense trip, and I don't think I was ready for that.
I mean, as soon as you're seeing it, though, it's already hitting you. You can't really throw it up like that.
That's what my brain told me.
That is what your brain told you.
I don't know
You were still
what was
tripping. You were still tripping after that.
Yeah,
You just
for
maybe
sure.
didn't think.
I don't know what happened after that. I do remember throwing up and being like, I feel better. And then the lion wasn't coming at me anymore.
I bet you did feel better after that.
So, there was...
Purges all the shit in your stomach. Oh boy, what am I doing?
What is that?
A light.
No, this.
Oh, this is the audio.
Fun.
Yeah, yep. My goodness fucking gracious.